A beautiful, beautiful warm welcome to everyone who has tuned into my YouTube channel. My name is Olivia, the Screen Diva, and I'm your host. Before we go any further, allow me ask you to please and please subscribe, like, leave a comment, and then do not forget to share this video to literally your entire circle. Because guess what? This is what happens. When you keep all this beautiful, amazing, transformational information all to yourself, you will be the only person in your circle going forward. And then the rest of the people around you will stay backward. Do you know what happens next? They'll keep dragging you back. Because see, growth is actually one thing that should happen sometimes, yes, and in most cases in a group. Because when you surround yourself with people who are constantly pulling you back, then it's tiring, and at one point in time you may actually get to give up. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Olivia Official, and of course it is the year 2020, and guess what? We are preaching going forward. I don't know if you guys are already putting into practice what we have already shared on my channel, but trust me, I am receiving your feedback, and trust me, I am making sure that everything that we are discussing here really becomes vital in our lives. I'm pretty sure many of you are also wondering, Olivia, what are you going to be talking about today? Yes, I always go back home, take the back seat, and look through very many things that I feel are very important to us as young people, to us as the millennials, things that will actually change this generation. And of course, who to better dissect those other than Olivia, me, myself, and I, of course, sharing it with literally everyone who was tuning to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about something very interesting, that is growth of the mindset. I'm pretty sure you guys cannot wait to sharing this with me. It is always a pleasure every single time you choose to tune onto my YouTube channel, Olivia, and welcome aboard. Now, as one wise man once said, that change is inevitable. It's very unavoidable. We all know that. But growth is actually optional, meaning you can choose to go or you can choose to stay in one stagnant place for those very many years you have been there. Now, of course, if your thing is growth, welcome today onto this YouTube channel, because guess what? That is what we are going to be dissecting today. But of course, before we go any further, I'd love to implore you to leave a like behind, leave a comment, and of course, do not forget to subscribe, and then share this video with literally everyone in your circle. Because guess what? This is what happens. Once you get this transformational information all alone, you will tend to move forward. But do you know who will be pulling you back behind to stay in the same place that you were 20 years back? Your circle. So why not share this beneficial transformational video with literally everyone in your circle? And of course, I cannot wait to share with you what we have about the key things that you should be looking out for in growth. And well, of course, my name is Olivia, the Screen Diva, your host. Yes, today we are talking about growth. What is growth? Growth is as simple as increasing in size. If today you were 5 feet tall, tomorrow you will be 5.1 feet tall. Yes, as simple as that. And that is the growth that we are looking for. It is the year 2020. What have you done to make sure that you grow from one step to the other? Pose that question to me. Let's talk about my presentation skills. If you watch a video that I did on TV 4 years back, and you look at the same presentation that I am doing right about now, I am pretty sure there is a 150% growth in the way I was presenting, and that is exactly what we are sharing about today. But guess what? As we are talking about growth, there are key things that you need to look out for when we are talking about growth. What are some of those? I'd love, of course, to read through some of your comments if you feel there are certain things that we need to contribute towards the process of growth.
1, 2, 3, action.
If we are talking about growth, we cannot forget to talk about willpower. I have sat here for a purpose. See, these look like two doors, and the power is all in your hands to actually control their movements. You need to have the willpower to either close or open your doors towards the process of growth. Some of us have actually already given up on life, and you have closed the doors to the process of growth. Willpower is actually the control that you have against all these impulses, to control your emotions, to control your mental abilities. And if you forget to carry your willpower with you, I'm afraid growth is not the place we are going to share in the year 2020. So how willing are you to take on this willpower? How willing are you to get a grip of this power to enable you to either open or close these doors to the process of growth? It's the year 2020, and guess what? The ball is in your court. Are you ready to grow, or you want to stay stagnant in the same place you were at in 2020, in 2019, in 2018, in 2017, all those years back then? Willpower is what we are talking about, contributing to the process of growth. The second point to growth, or the second clue to growth: mental toughness. The ability to resist temptation. In very simple terms, say you are getting off the vice of smoking. How able are you to push yourself to the limits to resist getting just this one cigarette from your best friend who has been sweet talking you into getting back in the vibe of smoking? Now that is where your mental toughness will actually be tested. Do you know why some people succumb more to temptation? Because this is literally the journey we are all, into. We come across temptation like literally every day. But then do you know why some people succumb more to temptation than others? It's very simple. Mental toughness. It's because some people are actually mentally tougher than others. Yes, so if you push yourself to the extremes of mental toughness, then trust me, growth is a place you and me will be able to share for the year 2020. We are talking about growth. We are not talking about the year 2019. We are not talking about the year 2018. Forget that. We are talking about growth. Mental toughness is definitely the second point, or the second clue to growth. The third clue to growth in the year 2020: being able to accept challenges, or to even be challenged. What is to be challenged? It's basically a call to prove something or to justify something. If, say, Olivier says, I'm the best TV presenter there is in the Pearl of Africa or in Africa, I should be able to let in people who think that they can actually outcompete me. Yes. And if you have not set your mind out to provide an open space for people to actually be able to challenge you, then I don't know if you're actually embarking on the journey of growth, because it is then that you'll be able to know or to grade yourself on how good or how bad you are. So do you want to grow? Do you want to get from one step to the other? Then trust me, you need to call on challengers in this journey, because never know if they're actually better than you. You could learn a few things, one or two, from them. So trust me, if you want to be able to grow in the year 2020, if you think you are very good at something in the year 2020, then let the space be open to all the challenges out there, because it's the only measure that you'll ever get to know how good or how bad you are at something. Then if you realize how bad you are at something, you could actually be able to get to learn a few things from your fellow competitors. Being able to let people to challenge you. Growth, the year 2020. But of course, before we finish up this, I'd love to still remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep those comments coming through, because guess what? I do not just let them go by. I read through them so that we can make this a bigger and better experience for both you and me. Then of course, do not forget to share this video with everyone in your circle. You don't want to grow alone. You don't want to be selfish, because guess what? Still, if you want to grow, selfishness is not part of it's not part of the deal, trust me. You need to be able to share this content with literally everyone in your circle. Let's grow together so that we make the year 2020 bigger and better.
What?
Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen watching me on my YouTube channel, one other clue that we cannot forget in this road, or say on this road to growth, is competition. Now, I am not talking of killing yourself. I am not talking of hurling insults to literally everyone who is in this path of growth with you. No, I am talking of healthy competition. Now, once you have opened up your space to letting people challenge you, how about you set out to compete with them in a healthy manner? That is, yes. Now, to compete is to actually be able to strive to win something. If you let in someone to challenge you, how about you put in all the ingredients to make sure that you set yourself in a position that is atop of whatever you are competing for. It could be, say, maybe the best presenter that there is in the Pearl of Africa. It could be maybe the best public speaker that you have in the Pearl of Africa. It could be just about any competition. But guess what? Do not forget to carry along with you the mentality of the competition being very healthy, because still competition presents to you opportunities where people can be able to teach you one or two things. But then if you do not set out to compete with other people, how then will you be able to know that this person actually gets to exist? This person is actually doing literally the same thing with me, but in a bit to strive to win or to be better than them, I have to do this and this and this. Because guess what? Competition also provides a platform where creativity is reinforced. Because guess what? You want to win in whatever competition that there is. So you're going to bring out all these things which push you to actually get to be able to create better and bigger things that have never existed. So competition is part and parcel of life. Ladies and gentlemen watching me on my YouTube channel, let me hope that today's discussion has been very, very beneficial. And let me hope I have touched a few people there, watching me. And of course, I hope that the rest will definitely fall into line. Of course, I have been your amazing, beautiful host, Olivier. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and of course, let's share this information to literally everyone who is in our circle, because guess what? Growth on this platform should happen in numbers. Why shouldn't I leave you guys to have a blessed day? And of course, do not forget that we have embarked on a journey of growth in the year 2020. For now, I'll say bye. Beautiful things really come to one end so fast, but let me hope you guys have picked a few things, one or two from the discussion we have had about growth. What are you pledging for the year 2020? Is it growth, or you're choosing to stay stagnant in one place where you have been for the past so many years? Olivier, the Screen Diva, I am pledging to open my doors to mental toughness, challenges, competition, and willpower. Until then, it's a bye from me and the entire crew.